On this 2010 to 2015 Honda Civic with the 1.8 gas engine, P0747 points to the automatic transmission clutch pressure control solenoid valve being reported as stuck on. In plain language, the transmission may be seeing pressure control behavior that does not match what the computer expects. The vehicle may have shift complaints, the code may return after a drive cycle, or the problem may only show up under the right operating conditions. Possible fault areas can include ATF level or condition, fluid leaks, clutch material or metal in the fluid, the pressure control solenoid, or a hydraulic problem in the shift valve circuit. Before getting into the checks, record all freeze data and any onboard snapshot with the HDS. Then start with the basic system checks and follow a structured diagnostic approach. Begin with the fluid inspection. Warm the engine to normal operating temperature and make sure the radiator fan comes on. Confirm the transmission is filled to the proper level and check for any fluid leaks. Then drain the ATF through a strainer and inspect what the strainer catches. If there is metal debris or excessive clutch material, the diagnostic path is transmission replacement, then verification. If the strainer does not show metal debris or excessive clutch material, replace the ATF and continue with the fault verification drive. Next, verify whether P0747 is active under operating conditions. Turn the ignition switch to on, Roman 2. Clear the DTC with the HDS. Then test drive the vehicle with the shift lever in D and let the transmission shift through all 5 gears. Watch the OBD status for P0747 in the DTC's menu with the HDS. If the HDS shows failed, the failure has been duplicated and you continue to the solenoid operation check. If it shows passed, treat it as an intermittent failure and the system is okay at this time. If it shows not completed, drive it again until the monitor completes. With the failure duplicated, clear the DTC again with the HDS. Go into the miscellaneous test menu, select clutch pressure control linear solenoid valve A, and run the HDS test for a /T clutch pressure control solenoid valve A. If the HDS indicates normal, treat the concern as intermittent and the system is okay at this time. If the HDS indicates a failure, follow the HDS direction for that test result. If the HDS does not determine the cause of the failure, continue to the direct solenoid check. If a part is replaced during this part of the process, keep the testing separate and go to repair verification afterward. Now inspect a /T clutch pressure control solenoid valve and determine whether it works properly. If the solenoid does not work properly, replace a /T clutch pressure control solenoid valve A, then verify the repair. If the solenoid does work properly, the path moves away from the solenoid itself and into the hydraulic side. Repair the hydraulic circuit related to shift valve A, or replace the transmission, then verify the repair. For repair verification, turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2, clear the DTC with the HDS, then test drive the vehicle with the shift lever in D, and let the transmission shift through all 5 gears. Monitor the OBD status for P0747 in the HDS DTC's menu. If the HDS shows passed, troubleshooting for P0747 is complete. After that, check whether any other pending or confirmed codes are present. If they are, diagnose those separately. If the HDS shows failed, go back to the solenoid operation check and recheck the path. If it shows not completed, meet the test condition and check the OBD status again. The key on P0747 is to separate a contaminated or damaged transmission from an intermittent monitor result, a solenoid control problem, and a hydraulic circuit problem. Verify the code under the proper drive conditions, test the solenoid with the HDS, inspect the solenoid when needed, and always finish by confirming the OBD status stays passed. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.